Oh, yes, we're back in the setup. We're back in my house. Me and Jevy on the one screen. We are back with Guess the Lines, powered by PointsBet, where every week we guess the rounds, the lines for the next round, and then go through. So last week, Jeff, we had a draw. It was 4-all. 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 So we're coming in. How many games?
There's 2 buys this week. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So we can't have a draw this week.
Can't have a draw. It's
Unless we guess the same line.
Which I doubt. I doubt that's going to happen.
So we always say Sunday roast, the best bets you weren't on but wish you were. Yeah. This is Hook, Iron and Sinker, the podcast you didn't know you needed and you don't.
Yes, yes.
But we're sitting together and we're glad we're giving it to you because Swans have a bye, so I would not know what the schedule is. I'm having one of those weeks where I'll be watching, but I'm checked out. I don't care what happens. So I have no idea what you're about to say, but I'm ready for the schedule and the lines.
So we both don't check the lines. So we both just write down the matchups. I write down the matchup. I've already pre-written mine, and then we guess and we see who's closest. So St Kilda and the Western Bulldogs.
So all the odds are from PointsBet. The lines are from PointsBet, of course.
Yeah,
of
course.
St Kilda Dogs. So Dogs are going to be the favourites. They had a stinker, so they're going to have a bounce-back game. I'm going to think it's going to be 17.5, 3-goal game, 3 goals.
I also said 17.5.
There you go. What's the line?
20.5.
There you go. I knew we'd have a draw. I just felt a 3-goal. I wish I said 18.5. So that's just a draw to start.
Yeah.
And so they reckon Sam Darcy's going to play.
Yep.
I've got a theory of if you had $10 on the Saints every time they played at Marvel Stadium for the year, you would leave profit because they win about 3 games as underdogs for the year. Yep. They've already beaten Geelong as an underdog. I think they beat Freo as an underdog. This is one of those ones you would not be surprised if the Saints win this game as an underdog at Marvel Stadium. But I still like the Dogs. I reckon I am all in on Dogs playing in a prelim final.
Yeah.
Sam Darcy's going to play again. He might get the Great Wall of Wilkie, but maybe he might come back as the decoy. He would just take the G-Well out to the pocket. He's playing that well, the G-Well, and it'll be Bond. As long as Treloar doesn't play, it is such a good line. What side are you leaning? You're leaning Dogs, aren't you?
No, I believe in Ross. I do. I think this screams backdoor cover.
Coach the jocks off them.
They've done enough to win. They're 30 points up at 3/4 time, and Saints peg it back to under 20.
Yeah, they would want to put some attention to Nas off a bye. He's going to go nuts.
Well, him and Wilkie, the only really ones you have to.
Yeah.
And try and put an arm on Higgins.
If Sam Darcy comes back and just gives Wilkie a bar,
he'll kick 5.
I will be in awe of how good this kid's going to be.
I'm hooking him to kick 5 goals.
He could get good odds. So we both agree it's just a good line. I reckon you either take Saints money line or Dogs cover the line.
Yeah.
Happy with that.
Yeah. One thing I will also be getting on, this is Bond to kick 2 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Bond. He's due, I think. And I think
because he returned in this, they've already played each other, haven't they? This is when he returned over the Easter break and he just killed him. He had 30 and 2. Was that
they're playing again?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, he'll dominate again.
He absolutely bullied him.
Yeah, that's right. It was.
Yeah, so Windhager has to go to him this time because that was his first game back at the Easter break.
Yeah.
And he had 30 and 2 in his first game.
Thought they were a bit disappointed. Some of the mids, like Libba, I think he's going to have a big game again.
Treloar can't play. If Treloar plays and his line's about 23.5, let's take the under. You have to.
I would almost rather just keep it out of the multis because we will bet on him for under and he'll come through. Is there anything that you will not touch? Are you gonna back Riley West again, or you want to see it before?
No, I'd back Riley West. I would back Jack Higgins. I think the
Smalls get after it again.
I'd back the guys that are going to go to Bailey Dale. Like Max Hall could pop up with 2. Nas could kick 1. Jack Sinclair could kick 1. Bailey Dale could kick 1.
This could
Love halfbacks at Marvel.
Yeah,
Joe Hannison. Yeah,
everyone for 1 snag.
Love it.
And then we just go Darcy for 5.
Yeah. So think what happened last time. I'm pretty sure the Dogs won by 70 points. And it was ugly, and Bond had 30 and 2. And tonight, Sam Darcy did his knee. Now he's coming back. Could he have 30 and 2, or his equivalent of kicking 5?
Probably.
We will see.
Well, that's good. So that is the first one. So it's a draw. Unbelievable. Next one. So this is in Tassie. Hawks and Adelaide.
This is a banger. Okay.
Drop my phone.
It sums up this pod. No, this has to be closer than you think. There's no way Adelaide should be that big underdogs because they're so good. But Hawks should probably be favourites because in Tassie. I'm going to go bugger all. I'm going to go 1.5 points. Hawthorn -1.5.
I went Hawks -3.5. It is 0.5.
So I get that.
You win.
Yes. I knew it had to be. There's no way the Crows could be underdogs. They're as good as the Hawks. This is a top 4 game. Nearly winner makes top 4, loser doesn't. That's how close this is. Yes, there's a lot of season to go, but you win this game, you are feel good about your chance of making top 4.
Yeah. Just because it was in Tassie, and I thought just because the Hawks had such a good win on the weekend, then I'm like, all right, they might swing back towards that way. I really wonder because sometimes there's not too many goals there, but similar to what we said about the Dogs, I like so many guys to kick one.
Yeah.
Connor McDonald to kick one, Dylan Moore to kick one. And you also
Jordan Dawson.
and we know how much we love Adelaide. Like this is actually a multi-heaven.
Yeah.
Like Jordan Dawson will kick one, Fogarty will one. We're not backing any of these guys for 2. We're backing them for 1. Yeah.
And Keys. Oh, this is a multi-game.
And we should probably go heaps of guys for 15.
Imagine this was on the G or Adelaide Oval. On a
Adelaide deserves a place at the G.
It could be too cold. It could be too cold down in Tassie.
As long as it's not windy. Remember when the Hawks versus the Giants earlier in the year?
It was like a
Dogs
6 breakfast. Yeah.
Remember who they played in a prelim, didn't they? Adelaide and Hawthorn.
Yeah.
It was a banger.
Yes, absolutely. So this will be a banger.
Is anyone going to kick a bag? Do you like anyone to kick a bag down in Tassie?
Could Darcy Fogarty get a hold of Josh Battle? No, Darcy Fogarty's on Mythwatch. Could Riley Thilder get a hold of Barras? I don't think so. Could the no-name Adelaide defenders, could Chol get him? Will Nick Watson play? He hasn't played in a couple of weeks. He hasn't played well in a couple of weeks. Michael Laney will go to him.
I think because if the ground's not as big, the big guys can defend each other easier because it's like we can play on you.
Yeah.
While both teams are really good transition-wise, so it's like let's bag the smaller guys that can get out the back quickly on a turnover and try and create some space and kick some snags.
I see Connor Nash going to Jordan Dawson. So then Jordan Dawson goes to full forward. Can Connor Nash play on him when he's at full forward?
I don't think he'll go to him. They'll try and change someone else
Change it up.
I think Dawson goes wherever the game will need him. If he needs to get him, he'll go to half back for a little bit. He'll go forward. He'll go midfield.
Could it be the ranking game? Like it's going to be awesome.
I can, he'll just keep running around till he gets the mismatch that he likes, and it's like, let's go to him.
You'll be laddering Nick Watson.
100%.
He needs a big game.
He does.
He's due a big game.
Next one. So we got Brisbane and the Giants.
Gabba, Saturday morning. I spoke to Toby Green Tuesdays.
Yeah, what did he say?
He goes, I'm 100% playing. He's like, no, I'm playing.
Just a corky.
He said Finn's coming back. He broke it on the show that Finn will play, which is
Come
awesome.
on, Finn.
They got it done at this game last year, remember? It was
5 goals down in the first.
It was Cadman and it was Darcy Jones in the last quarter. They kicked the last 4 goals of the game, those 2 kids. Got it done. I will go Brisbane minus 14.5.
I went Brisbane minus 15.5.
Oh, fuck.
And it's Brisbane minus
16.
18.5. We're
yes, I
back.
thought I went too many.
We are back. So hopefully we haven't checked the weather. If this is
sunny, hot.
I reckon let's go back and look at that game, look at the exact stats, and let's just put that multi on. Finn kicked a goal. I remember he kicked a goal.
Yep. Darcy Jones was too fast for him. If he goes to Dane Zorko, could he kick 2?
Yes.
He pays like $9 to kick 2.
Love that. Now that Key's exposed.
Key's exposed, yeah. Darcy Jones for 2 is going to be the leg of the week.
I think Jesse Hogan kicked 4 last time.
He did. He kicked 4. Tobes kicked 1, had 4 touches, but he played on Starcevic and he got him. That's what he was saying. He's like, I'm glad Starcevic is out. You'll hear him say it. So,
and then we just back McCluggage for touches, Ashcroft for touches.
All, like Butters and Rosie killed. Well, they all get it. So Ash, Whitfield, Tom Green all get their 30s, but then on the weekend, Butters, Rosie all got their 30s. So then back McCluggage, Ashcroft, Neil. They're all going to get touches. If this was a Sunday Arvo game or Sunday together, we would be loading up in the 100K.
Well, so let's just make this same thing again. If we just finally put some faith in Jesse, him for 4, 3 or 4, we have a couple of midfielders for a goal. I reckon Tom Green's going to want to kick a goal. Just have a bit more impact, and then let's just go heaps of...
Tobes will play closer to home. He won't be a midfielder this week because he'll be a bit sore.
Yeah.
He will be a genuine full forward. So could he kick 3?
Yeah, maybe let's take Hogan 2 because that will still be around $1.30.
Hogan 2, Toby 2, and then probably Charlie Cameron 2, Loman 2, and then all the mids for 25.
I like it.
Darcy Jones for 2 as well. We love.
All right, next one. Then we got the Bombers and the Cats. I think this is at the MCG. It will be. The Bombers and the Cats.
Geelong are going to be favourites. I'm not going to leave it short by giving Essendon. I'm going to go 27.5 points Geelong.
What did I go? I wrote 21.5.
I reckon I'm going to get this.
Yeah,
I've noticed I'm leaving them short.
28.5.
Yeah, never leave your putts short, Das. Always putt. Always putt. Yeah. So you think like, oh, it's going to be a banger. The line will tell you because they want you to bet on the Bombers.
Yeah, they do.
And that's the sucker bet. If it was 21.5, you'd gobble up the Cats.
Yeah, I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know
So
why
you
we did
always
21.
had a goal.
I thought it was 27. They're going to take the piss.
You reckon they're going to smash them?
Yeah, I don't think the Bombers are any good. I don't think Carlton are any good. I think Geelong are unbelievable. I think that, as we said, I think they're the most consistent side in the AFL that's not named Collingwood. Like every time they play, you know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
I think they're going to get Bailey Smith back. I don't think the Bombers are going to have an idea what to do with Max Holmes and him.
Yeah.
They're going to be too quick.
Dangerous playing again.
Their forward lines fuck and this is the game every single year. This is the Tom Hawkins Zerk
I was about
game.
to say.
So Zerk's gone. So what's the new matchup?
So
is it Jeremy Cameron on Laverde?
Yeah.
Like
could
what
this be
is
the
it?
Shannon Neal game?
Yeah,
well, kick 5. Play what Tom Hawkins used to do to the Bombers.
Yeah. All right. So who would he be on? Is it Laverde?
Well, Laverde will have to go to Cameron, won't he? He's their only defender left.
Yeah.
Who played on Charlie last night? I can't remember. I think it was Laverde played on Charlie and Harry didn't play.
Yeah.
So now you've got Neil, Cameron, Danger. Could Danger kick 4? Could it be one of those ones Danger kicks 4?
I think after a quiet one last week, I think he might kick 4.
Yeah. This could get ugly. This could be like 45 points. Isn't it actually, they had a crack last year. Remember it was my 30th night. I went to the box and he came to my 30th after. He's like, the umpires robbed us today. So I don't know. Maybe they'll hang around, have a crack. Maybe they'll be too undermanned. And finally, no tools is going to start catching up to him. Like you can do it 1 week. You can have a good game plan against Brisbane. You can play well against Carlton. But if you give the Cats a 35-point lead, it turns into a 70-point lead.
Yeah.
They don't let you back in.
Stanley, is he going to give Microwave Goldstein the business on the MCG?
Yeah. Or Blitzarves. If Blitzarves...
They're going to run him
Blitzarves could have
crazy.
20 and 1. Blitzarves been kicking a lot of goals this year. See, that's a multi-leg. Blitzarves for a goal. He's been kicking them lately. And he'll run Toddy Goldstein to the square.
He's going to run him to his fucking grave.
What about Ollie Dempsey on Angus Clark? They'll just be going goal square to goal square as 2 wingers. Come with me, son. That'll be good.
I like Ryan Myers as well for anything.
All of it.
I just think he's just going to have so much class. He's just going to get amongst it. So then we got a prime time, Jev. This is what we mentioned in the last pod. So this is how you make the top 8.
You make top 4.
You buy a home game off North Melbourne. So it's their away game at their home stadium. So North Melbourne versus Fremantle, Saturday night prime time.
At Optus Stadium.
Yeah.
It's going to be Freo and it's going to be by a lot. Once again, I'm not going to leave it short. I'm going to go 30.5 points.
I did Freo minus 33.5. It's Freo minus 32.5.
So you get it.
Come on.
I was about to say 31.5.
I needed that. I needed that.
That seems fair. I think North, like they're living in WA, so they're going to come out and have a crack. I reckon teams came out a bit fluffy off the bye this week. I know fluffy's a funny word. The Dogs came out flat, and the team that was playing. So I think North might spook them a bit. This could be a massive Freo letdown. I think Freo win and get the 4 points. Unless Freo are starting their premiership runway. And like they've just been Gold Coast away, they've been GWS away, and now they come out and it's just business and it's 10 goals. But I reckon they'll come out flat. Whatever North quarter time line is, I would take that. That's what I'm trying to say. And might be like 10.5 points.
And then the rest of the game, I'm taking Freo.
Freo. You like Freo to roll.
They're finally back. I'm finally back on the train. I just watched them in Bunbury. So they've been away from their beds. I don't know what Zach Fisher does, not in his bed for 2 weeks. They're over in Freo now. So Brumby to Freo.
Yeah.
It's just, Shai Bolton's been sleeping good. Caleb Sarong's been eating good. Tracy's ready to rock and roll. I just feel like Big Paddy Voss is going to throw his body around.
Yeah, maybe.
I just think like Luke Jackson. So that last game, how he was pretty much playing. Yes, let's get on him for 20, 25 touches.
Yeah.
He's playing Ruck Rover.
Yeah.
25 and 1.
Yeah.
That'll pay heaps.
He's a fitness machine. I like it.
And unfortunately, Luke Ryan, old Tie Guts, he's going to lock it down, I reckon.
Yeah, could Zerha get up? Yeah, no, I like this. I'm going to take...
So if you had to take the line...
I'd take North.
You would.
I reckon teams come out flat after a bye. I'm leaning that way. And I'll be wrong on this because I know... Yeah, I'll be wrong on this. I'll take North quarter timeline
and then
into Freo to win. That's my bet.
That's a nice bet. And then we get into Sunday. So Port Adelaide versus Melbourne.
Ooh, that's good. That's nice. All right. I have no idea. Fuck, I've got no idea. Melbourne won't be favourites. And so if Port are favourites, can't be much. I'll go Port minus 2.5 points. What'd you write?
You're a cock. I did Port -3.5. It's Port -1.5.
Yes,
You
there
beat
you
me
go.
by 2. That is. Oh, just look at your face. I'm like, fuck. He's gonna pit me. He's gonna get me to the inside. Fuck.
This is a game where Melbourne have just had a heartbreaker on a Monday. And now they're going to get themselves up to get a game plan to beat Port. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'd probably lean Port to get them.
To win.
To get them, yeah. How did this game end last time?
Is Horn Francis back?
Yeah, don't know where Horn is.
Hammy?
He's just been having dinner with Nas for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Just been going out to Nobu in Adelaide. Where'd we go? Where'd we go with Wally?
Golden Boy.
Golden Boy. There's been a Golden Boy every day having a long lunch. Wally ordered it while he was over there.
That sashimi did me.
Kingfish sashimi. Dars had a ripper. Show how you ate it.
So this context is day 4. It's day 4. And we've been drinking some gas. I think we only had a couple of hours sleep. And it's a real fine dining. It's this raw, what is it? Sashimi. Sashimi. Oh, just tasted like a sour snot ball. Like, geez, this is good. Hope the food's better than this. God. The whiskey sour could not have been a better chaser. Like, it was absolute doggies. But apart from that, the chicken that we had was awesome. So if you go to Golden Boy, go there.
You want to go with Wally, the captain of the Grubs, and just let him order for you. And he just cooks. He's in his element. So that's, yeah. Anyway, no one cares about that.
Butters is unbelievable, the way that he played on the weekend, and also Connor Rozee. So 1 goal, 3, but he goes like he kicks goals, but also in the second half on the weekend they put him straight to the back line, and he just held it up as a quarterback. So I
swear Butters has had some big games against.
Yeah, he had
Melbourne.
a 42.
Yeah,
he had a 42 against them.
I swear he's had some big games. Let me look at Zach Butters versus Melbourne, versus Oppo.
Maybe that was against the Dogs.
30, 26, and 41. His last 3. At the venue, he had a 20. It's all 30s. This feels like a Butters 30 piece.
Can you go check Rozee as well quickly? I think he was at the top.
Rozee against the Oppo, 28, 26, 31, 33. His last 4, and at home it's all 30s. This feels like will Langdon, after what he did today, go to one of these two?
He'd have to go to Butters.
Rozee. I reckon Rozee.
I don't think he's big enough.
Rozee's too because Butters. Yeah, I don't know.
I just think because if he sits back and plays the quarterback position, like. You want to be like a running shutdown player, so you'd run with Butters more.
What about? I'll quickly look what Track and Clary have done. What's Track done against him? See, unders, and then what's Clary done against him? Actually, I'll tell you who get a hold of Ruckman. Get a hold of Port Adelaide.
Jordan Sweet turns into Jordan Sauer.
Max Gawn could have 25 and 2 in this game. We're carrying on a bit here.
No, this is good.
Clary. So Clary only had 16 against him, 25, 30 his last 3. Yeah, I like Butters for a 30 piece. Butters for a 30
Butters,
piece.
Rozee.
He looked a bit sharper off the bye. What's Max Gawn done against him? 22, 20. Has he kicked any goals against him? Kicked 1 goal out of the 2 they played last year.
I don't mind that.
I'll do.
Yeah. All right, so then we get into the last game.
I can't lose? Yeah, because I'm
you can't lose.
We can draw. We can draw.
West Coast and Carlton.
West Coast and Carlton. Over there.
All
right. Carlton are going to be the favourites.
You reckon?
Yes, Carlton are going to be the favourites, but there's going to be a Carlton tax of too many points. I'm going to go Carlton minus 21.5 points.
I thought we were going to be 30-point favourites. It is 25.5.
What did you say, 30.5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say 14.5 originally.
Jev wins. Jevy wins.
4-2 and a draw. 4-2 and 1.
4-2. So in this game, there's only one man that we bet on.
Kerno.
It's Kerno for snags. Can we check StatMate right now? Like what
his form against West Coast.
His form against West Coast is absolutely absurd. I was there when he kicked 10. He kicked 9 another time over there. I think this is 2 years ago, the year that we made the prelim.
Yep. So he only kicked 2 round 5 this year.
Yeah, this year.
Wasn't that good? 10, 9, and 5, the 2 games before that. 10, 9, 5. He's only played 4 times.
Yeah, he'll get a hold of Sandy Brock over there.
No, he might not.
I reckon he'll get a hold of him.
I'll tell you who dominated this game last year. Basically on the bound though. When you went over with the worst team ever and you were worried.
Yeah.
You're worried about finals because of this game. And Pat Cripps, he kicked 3. Oh, he kicked 3 earlier in the year against him.
Yeah,
this year, he kicked 3.
So did Walsh. Walsh kicked 3 and had 30.
And he had 35 round 23 last year and it was unbelievable. Oh, yeah, it was gather round. We were there. And yes, Walsh kicked 3.
Three in the first half.
Cripps kicked 3. That's right. 35 each. West Coast just do not have the firepower to go with Carlton.
But West Coast don't tag.
Yeah.
So it's meet in the middle and just try and do what you can by
Not
yourself.
good enough.
So if we go...
They had a good game, but didn't have a good game. Jake Waterman could have ripped that gather round game apart, but he didn't.
Yeah.
And we missed a couple of early ones. So did Oscar Allen. Oscar Allen was full back on Curnow. It was a weird old day, that game.
So do we go Cripps 20, 25?
Last game? No, 30. Cripps 30.
Oh, no. Yeah, just if you're doing the same game. But like for the 100K, yeah, 100%.
Cripps 30, Butters 30, Walsh 30, Cripps goal, Curnow 5.
Curnow 5
Curnow
for
5
sure.
in the 100K. If you absolutely hate that leg, and we understand if you do, comment on this so we don't put in the 100K. But if you like it, Curnow 5 in a 100K leg.
But to be fair, if he kick 4 and it costs us the multi, I don't think it's that bad.
Or is it Harry 4, Curnow 4? Like they do on Good Friday.
Yeah, they actually might. But I just like
I don't rely on Harry.
George Hewitt for touches.
Yeah.
George Hewitt just
Cripps
gets
30.
around it. Walsh looks like he's getting a little bit fitter. Elijah Hewitt,
He's a good player.
yeah,
He's a real good player.
yeah, he's good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So
That
there's
is
a
hook,
line.
line, and sinker.
Actually, someone that is there a chance last game of the round we can get Tom Collins for 10 touches?
Tom Cole for 10 and a goal. No,
Not a goal. But
Tom
for 10
Cole.
touches now, points bet do
Mexican Dom Sheed.
it. The Mexican Tom Sheed.
Microwaved Dion Preston.
Yes. That is hook, line, and sinker. I didn't even say at the start. I said guess the line. So
It's hook, line, and sinker.
that's on me.
Episode.
That's on me.
What do you think? If you made it to the end of hook, line, and sinker, what do we comment?
Burrito backstraps.
No one's commenting burrito backstreet. Comment burrito backstraps or whatever you said if you liked the pod and you want to keep doing it. We like doing it. That is hook, line, and sinker. Tell us what lines you absolutely love as well in the comments that you just think are absolute locks that aren't your team.
Yeah.
I can't think of one right now.
Yeah, because let us know, because then by the time we get to the pod, we can actually have a look at the comments.
Let's go.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
What are you prepared to lose today? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.